Welcome back everybody, my name's Nick930 and today we're going to be doing a first impressions look at the Destiny 2 beta. The beta for Destiny 2 features one main story mission, a cooperative strike mission, and a few maps for the competitive multiplayer. This beta is available for all PS4 and Xbox One owners for free, so check the store and download the client today to try it out. So starting off, we're going to take a look at the game's opening story mission, which did a great job of pulling me into the action and delivering a much stronger narrative than what we've come to expect from Destiny. We're introduced to a few of the main side characters like the cocky robot hunter character that seems to be the game's comical relief and the frontrunner for the game's advertising campaign. His jokes came off a little cheesy and strong, but that's to be expected as the game is targeting a teen MSRP rating and they're trying to get this to a much larger audience. Then there's the serious Commander Titan that appeared in the original game. In the original game he just stood around the tower and didn't do much but offer you Titan gear. But now he's a fully fledged character that cares deeply about the people around him, and they did a good job with his voiceover work and overall character design. Then we have another serious badass female warlock character that we didn't really get a good impression from with the limited time she appeared on screen. Our primary villain is this huge Cabal general wearing pearly white armor, and he comes off as a very intimidating character. And it's great that this game is finally having an actual villain. The first game didn't really have a villain that I remember. But this guy comes off and kicks you off the ship right at the start of the game, and they did a great job setting up the game's conflict, and I'm generally interested in seeing how this one plays out despite having no real personal connection to the first game's story. Now in terms of gameplay, the main mission felt basically exactly what you've come to expect from Destiny. The gunplay and handling was identical, including the very slow churning movement and poorly explained set pieces that would often get you killed without giving you a chance to react. There were several instances in both this main mission and the cooperative strike where enemies would spawn or the ground would suddenly disappear from underneath you, and they wouldn't really give you a fair chance or warning. These problems would be eliminated as you memorize each mission's design, which is likely considering the nature of this game, but it was frustrating to be killed with what seemed like trial and error. For example, once I reached the tower area in the first mission I was trying to defend, you can hear the main Titan character yell out that he had to take cover in his shield. But before I had a chance to even turn around to find him and regroup with him, I was instantly killed. The warning came way too late, and there's several other instances of things like this happening throughout the game. The game introduced some new weapons, and Bungie made sure to equip beta players with some of the more unique weapons in the arsenal, like the minigun and this new assault rifle. These felt great and really helped me get a good idea of what the game was going to be like compared to the original Destiny, but nothing really jumped out at me that really justified this entire game being a sequel rather than just an expansion for the original game. In terms of graphics, however, there are some noticeable increases in visual quality, which are put on great display in the opening minutes of the game. The rain effects look great, coupled with some great dynamic lighting, and particle effects really help this stand out from the predecessor. Destiny 2 runs at a locked 30 frames per second on the PlayStation 4 Pro with a 4K checkerboarding resolution. Performance felt solid even at this locked frame rate, and there were no noticeable aliasing on any of the game's sharp objects. The textures are pretty basic as they were in the first game, and the overall color palette of the game has changed, but not in a drastic or noticeable way. Overall, the game's visuals are improved, but only marginally, and the overall presentation does appear to be more polished than before. And finally, we get to the game's Crucible mode, or the competitive multiplayer for those that don't already know. Unfortunately, this is where I was most disappointed with the beta. I found no changes in this competitive mode, and the exact same issues I had with the first game still exist here. I would consistently be killed by enemies after having already killed them with things like melee attacks. I would even kill enemies a few seconds after I had stopped firing my gun. It was clear that some players had already started equipping more powerful and effective weapons than me, making the Crucible once again an unbalanced play zone where players would farm the game's other modes for better weapons, and then stomp players online. The weapon damage and other perks have been disabled for competitive reasons, but special weapons like powerful automatic shotguns and other weapons I had not yet unlocked were being used against me, making it difficult for me to even have a chance. If you enjoyed Crucible before, you will love Crucible now because players now have access to a larger variety of weapons in the game, and there's more unique class superpowers like shields that help to add more variety to the experience. But I for one will likely give this game mode a big pass because it appears they haven't done anything about improving the game's balancing issues or the game's terrible tick rate. And those are just some of my first impressions I had from my time playing Destiny 2. Don't forget to download the beta and try it for yourself just to see if you like it, but if you don't have a chance or are a PC player and don't have access to the beta, be sure to check my channel for a full playthrough of all three modes to see what it's like for yourself. And don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date on everything gaming, and I'll see you all next time.